Hi everyone. Previously you have learned about substitution. So today we're going to learn about elimination. So speaking of elimination, all right, it is actually the same thing as substitution, except I mean it achieve the same thing. Okay, you reach the same goal. Okay, you will get the same answer also. But sometimes questions in exam will ask, okay, for a specific method. So you need to know all the different methods to solve simultaneous linear equation. Okay, so in simultaneous linear equation, simultaneous means we have two or more lines or equations on a single problem lah. Okay, so they will have generally they will share the same types of inequalities. So in both equation we have x and y. Okay, so we call this equation 1, we call this equation 2. Okay, now for substitution, typically what you do is you put one x or y as the subject and then you substitute inside equation 2, correct or not? But for elimination, what we want to do is we want to make either x the same or y the same. So let's make x the same. Okay, when I say make x the same, actually it means now you can see now is one is x, one is 2x. It's not exactly the same, right? So how do we correct this thing? How do we make it the same? So for this one, what do we need to do is we need to times 2, correct or not? So the correct way to write it is 1 times 2. Equation 1, oh sorry, not times 2 like that. Don't put the circle. The circle refers to the equation itself. So equation 1 times 2. Okay, so what happens when equation 1 times 2? So x times 2 equals to 2x. Y times 2 plus 2y. 160 times 2, we get 320. Okay, so with this, all right, we have 2x plus 2 and 320, so we can call this equation 3. Now we have, let me rewrite equation 2. Let me write it up here. 2x plus 4y equals to 450. Okay, equation 2. So what do we do next is that we do equation 3 minus 2. Okay, so 3 minus 2. Now you notice why we call this elimination, why we go and make it the same. Okay, is the sole purpose to get rid of each other. 2x minus 2x equals to nothing, 0, right? Okay, then 2y minus 4y, okay, we get negative 2y. All right, similarly, 320 minus 450, we get negative 70. So y equals to negative 70 divided by negative 2, we get negative negative cancelled, 35. So when we have y equals to 35, we can do the usual lah, what you have done in substitution. We put y into whichever equation you like lah. Let's say we put into equation 1. Okay, so x plus 35 equals to 160. Therefore, x equals to 125, right? 125. 125. Yeah, quick math. Okay, so your final answer, x equals to 125, y equals to 35. Okay, now this part may be a little bit confusing. Okay, so maybe especially if you suddenly have other types of uh, other like negatives and stuff like that. Okay, so let me give you another example. All right, let's say we have x minus y equals to 160, 2x minus 4y equals to 450. Okay, now this one is similar to the top one, it's just the difference is negative. Okay, so let's focus on the bottom one first. All right, so same thing lah, this one equation 1 we want to times 2. Okay, this is equation 2. So equation 1 times 2 already we get 2x minus 2y equals to 320. Each and every part or times 2. Okay, so this one we call it equation 3. Then we write back 2x minus 4y equals to 450. equation 2. Now, to make your life easy, okay, you find it very confusing, what you can do is that you put a left side, you handle the left side and the right side all put brackets, okay. Then what's next is that since we want to 3 minus 2, correct or not? 3 minus 2, equation 3 minus equation 2. So on the left hand side, equation 3 is 2x minus 2y. Notice I put it inside a bracket, okay. Then minus 2x minus 4y. Notice again inside another bracket. Okay, equals to 320. This one you can put bracket, up to you. No need to put also, never mind, because there's only one entity inside. Here got two, here got one only. Okay, so same thing here. 2x you expand. Okay, remember your business. Now minus bracket off. So means minus 2x minus minus positive. Okay, plus 4y equals to 320 minus 450 negative 70 lah. Okay, so 2x minus 2x equals to 0. So 0, uh, 0 and then negative 2y plus 4y, you get 2y. So plus 2y equals to negative 70. So that way 2y equals to negative, negative 70, y equals to negative 70 over 2 equals to, alamak, y equals to negative 70 over 2, and you get negative 35 lor. And then after that you do the same thing lah. So we find x. So we put in x minus y equals to 160. This one is with putting y into equation 1. So what is y? Negative 35 equals to 160. So x plus 35 equals to 160. X equals to 160 minus 35. You get 125. Okay. All right. Next is that, let me get another piece of paper. Now, sometimes you will also face even more confusing questions. All right. Let's say we have, I use this one as an example. 3x plus 2y equals to 11. 2x plus y equals to 7. Now, for some of you, you will realize, what, instead of doing x, I do y lah. Okay, good. All right. So you change, instead of changing the x, you can change the y. So in this case, equation 2, what you do is you times 2. Why I times 2? I want to make y into 2y. Okay, so that way the whole thing must change together. So after I times 2, I get 4x plus 2y equals to 7 times 2, 14. Okay, 2x times 2, I get 4x, y times 2, I get 2y, 7 times 2, I get 14. So this is equation 3. Then after that, I equation 3 minus equation 1. Okay, since I modify equation 2, means I cannot use equation 2 anymore. So equation 3 must minus the other one. Okay, so in this case, what do I do is that um, I do the better method lah. Okay, so 4x plus 2y, the left hand side for equation 3, minus 3x plus 2y, okay, equals to 14 minus 11. Okay, do this way will be better. Why? Because you will not miss out possible negative, negative, positive, stuff like that. Okay, so 14 minus 11, you get 3. Okay, here you expand 4x plus 2y minus 3x minus 2y, minus minus. Okay, so 2y can cancel with negative 2y. Okay, because positive 2y minus 2y equals to kosong. Okay, 4x minus 3x, you get x. X equals to 3. Plus 5y, 2x plus 3y equals to 6 equals to 5. Now this one is you very difficult to see, right? Which one you want to use, x or y? Which one cannot, because you cannot directly times one of it and get the other. So what you can do here, okay, let's say I want to make x the same, right? I want to make x the same. So I multiply each other. Okay, for example, equation 1 and equation 2, right? So equation 1, I times, equation 1 is 3x, equation 2 is 2x. So equation 1, 3, I times 2 lor. So I get, what do I get? I get 6x, 3x times 2 is 6x, plus 5y times 2, 10y equals to 12. Okay, similarly, equation 2, now I'm not going to times 2, okay, because if I times 2, I won't get back the same. What I want to do is I times 3. Okay, so I times 3, right? Notice the 2, I get it from here, from the other one, and then the 3, I get it from the top one. So I'm exchanging multiplication lah, like, like the cross multiplication. So 2x times 3 equals to 6x, and 3y times 3, I get 9y, and similarly 5 times 3, I get 15. Okay, and after this, what I can do is that I have equation, this I changed is equation 3 now in equation 4. So equation 3 minus equation 4. So equation 3, I have 6x plus 10y minus 6x plus 9y equals to 12 minus 15. Okay, 6x plus 10y minus 6x minus 9y equals to 12 minus 15 equals to negative 3. Okay, 6x minus 6x, I get 0. 10y minus 9y, I get y. Y equals to negative 3. So 6x cancel. 10y minus 9y, I get negative 3. And after this, to find the x again, what I do the usual lah. Y put inside, let's say equation 1. Doesn't matter which one you put. Equation 1 also can, equation 2 also can. I just simply pick one only. Okay, pardon my phone. My phone, I also don't know how to set this part. Okay, so I want to substitute inside equation 1. What do I do is that I put in lah. So 3x, I don't know, I don't yet know what is 3x, right? So, but I know what is y. So as I put, make sure you put a bracket. Every time you do substitution, I mean you substitute something inside another thing, inside an unknown, put a bracket. Okay, negative 3 equals to 6, and then you can solve this. So 3x minus 15 equals to 6. Negative 15 I bring over, become 3x equals to 6 plus 15, I get 21. X equals to 7. 2y equals to 9. 2x minus y equals to negative 2. Okay, I want to use negative, I want to use y. Now you notice one is positive, one is negative, right? Okay, now let me make them have the same number first. Okay, so equation 2, I times 2. So equation 2 times 2, what do I get is 2x times 2, 4x, negative y times 2, negative 2y, negative 4 times 2, negative 4. So I have this one. I also have x plus 2y equals to 9. Okay, so in this case is equation 3, this is still equation 1. So you notice here is negative 2y, here is positive 2y. I can just add them together also if I want to. 3 plus 1. Okay, so same thing you need to do. 4 minus 2y plus x plus 2y equals to negative 4 plus 9. Okay, so we do this side first. We get 5. Here we get 4x minus 2y plus x plus 2y. Notice 4x plus x, you can get 5x, right? And negative 2y plus 2y, what do you get? 0. Okay, so you can get is 5x equals to 1. And then same thing lah, you do equation 1 put into x, put into equation 1, so you get 1 plus 2y equals to 9, 2y equals to 8, y equals to 4. All right, okay, thank you.